Really? You gotta be kidding me. Look, this too obvious. Wow. Anyways, let's just get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy. Here's my movie review of Coffee Kareem, directed by Michael Dowse, starring Ed Helms, Taraji P. Henson, Terrence Gardenhigh, and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, 12-year-old Kareem Manning hires a criminal to scare his mom's new boyfriend, police officer James Coffee, but it backfires, forcing Coffee and Kareem to team up in order to save themselves from Detroit's most ruthless drug kingpin. This film is not good at all. I've seen reviews. I was wanting to give this film a chance and stuff. Seeing it on Netflix and stuff. It was on Netflix. And it's a comedy action film. And usually I enjoy a good comedy action film. I mean, from the past recent years and stuff. So I was willing to give this film a chance to see is it going to be good and stuff and have different opinion. But unfortunately, that's not the case. This film is bad. This film is bad. There's so much wrong about this film. Let me start off with the positives, and it's very, very small. Betty Gilpin, excuse me if I pronounced her name incorrectly. I thought she was the only thing good about this film. Her character, she could be over the top with her character sometimes, but overall, I enjoyed her character. I could tell she was having fun with the character, and that's a good thing. I like when actors have fun in their roles and stuff. It was an entertaining time every time she was on screen and stuff like that. But when she's off screen, the film is not as great. But when she's on screen, it works perfectly. I was very happy. I mean, she was the only thing that was good about this movie. So that's one of the positives. Next positive, Taraji P. Henson. I thought she does good in this film. And she's one of my favorite actresses in Hollywood and stuff. So I thought she did good on every time she was on screen. Some acting scenes, I kind of question on saying, I don't think that's good. Some of her acting scenes can be, like, horrible in some scenes. Some of it was bad. I was like, I don't think that's good. But for the most part, some of the scenes that she had acted in were really great. So I thought she did good. And that's the positive about their characters in the film. For the other characters, this is where my negatives come in. And one of the biggest negatives is Terrence Gardenhigh as Kareem Manning. Oh, he was not good at all in this film. I really didn't like this character. And usually when it comes to child actors or actresses and stuff, I really look forward to giving good positive reviews when it comes to child actors and actresses and stuff. And if y'all been on my channel, if y'all been looking at my channel and stuff, looked at my reviews, I always give positive thoughts and stuff, points about child actors and actresses and stuff. But here, there's nothing positive about it. This is a thumbs down, definitely. And what's bad about his character, bad about Terrence Gardenhigh character as Kareem, he just was unlikable, and that's rare. I mean, fine. Look, some characters can talk smack and stuff, but at least give them that likable personality. And here, it was just unlikable. I mean, the kid just goes around cussing and stuff, cusses Ed Helms' character out for the most part in the film and stuff, calls him names and stuff. And that's his character. Just about the whole film, he just cuts out character. There's not one particular scene where he's likable and stuff. And some characters, when it comes to comedy action film, some of them can have that cocky asshole mentality and stuff, but still can be very likable and stuff. I mean, we've seen comedy action films where we have characters who act like that, cussing and all that stuff, but still have that likable and stuff, personality and stuff, have that charm. And he didn't have no charm in his bones whatsoever. And that's his character, just cuss around and stuff. So I could not find anything good about this character. And that was the biggest negative for me in this film. So look at his character, I was just like, why? And stuff. Ed Helms, and and he's another character. I thought Ed Helms, I can find him, he could be very funny as an actor, comedian wise. Because I've seen this guy played on The Office and stuff with Steve Carell and stuff, and John Krasinski and stuff. And I think Ed Helms can be very funny here. But like I said, I've seen him in The Office, but here his comedy line delivery here, some of it was funny and stuff. I laughed at some of the comedy stuff in this film, but overall, when it came to his line delivery and stuff, it just was not funny. And some of it came out provocative, raunchy and stuff, and some of it just wasn't good and stuff. And it comes to the kid, when the raunchy and comedy stuff come out of these characters, when it's line delivery and stuff, some of it, like I said, was funny, but for the most part, it just wasn't funny. Because for the most part, it just, every time they use the same stuff over and over again stuff, and one of the characters do the same stuff when it came to Kareem doing the same stuff, talking junk to people, it just got tired and old and stuff. It's like they were pulling the string and stuff, trying to say, hey, there goes the funny line, and it just doesn't work. Some of the other characters are fine, like the villains and stuff. They were fun, they were cool and stuff. They gave some funny one-liners, but they just, none of it just didn't work for me and stuff. And I don't blame the actors at all and stuff, the actors and all and stuff. I don't blame this on them. What really comes down to it is the directing and writing and stuff. And I think that was the biggest negative about this film. The directing and writing is not good here. And that is really saying that. And that's one of the things that make a comedy action movie work. If the directing and writing work and stuff, if it's good directing and writing, that's 2 thumbs up. Everything works. The actors and actresses can deliver lines and stuff, and it can be a good film. But those 2 things really don't work because, for one, the comedy is just very lazy. It seems like the directing and comedy was just lazy on both ends. It seems like a high school person, like somebody from high school, made this movie. It doesn't feel like this movie had nobody put the effort to make a good comedy action movie, and it's not very clever at all. And that's the thing about it. I didn't find anything clever about this film. Usually, again, when it comes to a comedy action film, I find something clever out of it, and that just, none of it wasn't clever at all. The comedy just was not clever, and I couldn't find anything. And it was just as I was watching it, I mean, some parts I was laughing at, but then when the film kept going on, I was just sitting there like this. I was trying to have a smile on my face when certain scenes happened, but it was heartbreaking to me. I couldn't get that. The scenes in this movie, and this not going to contain this might contain a little spoiler that I don't recommend nobody seeing this film, but it was one interrogation scene, and usually when I watch a comedy movie, the interrogation scenes are funny, and there's nothing in this interrogation scene was just so uncomfortable to watch. It seemed like the director was trying to make, I guess the director and writing, they thought it was going to be funny when they filmed it. But as you're watching it, it just was not funny at all. It just felt cringeworthy. And I just don't know. I mean, did the director just sit there behind the scenes just okay, I like that. Because looking at it, they failed on this. And this is the worst, as a comedy action film, this is the worst funny interrogation scene I've seen in a film. I mean, Rush Hour, when it came to interrogation scene with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan and stuff, when it came to Rush Hour 3, that at least was funny. This one wasn't even funny at all. At least I laughed at that movie. In that film, I didn't think that was that great, but I'll review that film in the future. But man, that was funny. But here, it was not funny at all. And I forgot to mention, David Alan Grier is in this movie. So, and he's funny. I mean, some stuff, when you've seen him in movies like Boomerang and stuff like that, he's real funny. But here, they didn't give him nothing to do. What happened? You had David Alan Grier here, and what happened? I mean, there's so much wrong about the film. Let me mention the action. Oh, the action is really, really bad. I mean, the action, this is the worst like execution of action I've ever seen. This action is really bad here. I don't know what happened. I could not find like any like great moment of action. And this is a fair argument. If you watch Rush Hour 1 and 2, those had great action in those films. I mean, when it came to Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, the action was absolutely at perfection and stuff. I mean, this action here is just so poorly executed. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, I don't want to get into any spoilers, and I don't really know what I'm saying. But man, the action was just not great. I mean, it is not part of action. I mean, it counts as action. There's one like grenade scene and stuff in here, and that was just like poorly executed. I mean, it caught me off guard the way they did it, execute that thing and stuff. It was supposed to be like a funny action comedy part to it. But I mean, it caught me off guard, but there was nothing funny out of it. I thought they were gonna have me like bust out laughing. It let me like shocking at that scene, but it was bad and stuff. This is just a bad movie. I mean, everything's bad about it. I mean, and like I said, this is a comedy action movie, and I look for a good one. Now, if this was like directed and written by Shane Black, which we've seen, if you've seen Shane Black's film like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Nice Guys, you know what I'm talking about. He knows how to make a good one. Now, make a good comedy action film, despite Predator. But the two films I mentioned, he did those very well. Now, if this was him involved with this project, this would be gold. If this was like Shane Black's directing and writing, it would be gold. And I would be like, wow, this is fantastic. But here, the director, Michael Dowse, and the writer of this film, Shane Mack, which coincidence I say Shane Black, his name sounds similar to Shane Black and stuff, unless he tried to say his name the same thing as Shane Black. I don't know. But those directors and the writer I mentioned in this film, they just did a poorly job. And I hate to say that for directors and writers. I want to say good thing about them, but they just failed on so many levels with this film. And I hate to say that. And that's pretty much it in my review. I went too long already. Overall, this is a horrible, horrible movie. I do not recommend nobody checking this out. Excuse me. I mean, if you have Netflix, please skip this film. Please, this is not good for anybody to watch. I do not recommend this film. And as of right now, I'm going to give this film a D-. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like this movie or not. Let me know. Like I said, I don't recommend this film, but hey, if you've seen it, let me know in the comment section down below. Did you like it or not? Just let me know. I would love to know your opinions and stuff like that about this film. And that's pretty much it. And as always, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and the bell button. That's okay. See you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.